What's good? One crack news. One crack news. We don't lose. We don't close 24/7. You should all know. Look at that. Alerts even coming off. That's what time it is. Now, let's get into it, good people. Let's talk about it. Jonathan Majors was charged, right? He was taken to a police station and actually put in police station hell for just because they had to take someone in because of New York law. Now he was arrested Saturday morning in Manhattan on suspicion of strangulation, assault, and harassment. Now, the U.S. Army put a halt to his videos immediately. Those commercials was on reel to reel. He was looked at in everybody's eyes as a nice guy. Now he's looked at as the character Damien from Creed 3 now. So after he was arrested, it was in the Chelsea neighborhood. It was a 30-year-old woman who was taken to a hospital with minor injuries to her neck and her head, and Majors was taken into custody without incident, and the woman told the officers that she had been insulted. Now, Jonathan Majors' lawyer said in a statement that he is completely innocent and that the victim of the altercation that he was with is a woman that he knows. Now, of course, they have video evidence of the incident, which occurred within a vehicle, and testimony from the witnesses, which will prove Jonathan Majors is innocent. The woman also took back her accusation of assault in a written statement. The woman was having an emotional crisis for which she was taken to a hospital yesterday. Majors, who's one of the rising stars in Hollywood, who's in a slew of new movies coming up. They're even talking about putting him in a new Star Wars movie. But as I told you, he's getting a lot very fast because Hollywood's in trouble. Hollywood's losing money rapidly, and they know they're losing money rapidly. So because of it, they're opening all ideas to save Hollywood because movie theaters are closing. People are not going to the movies like they used to. They want to sit at home. They want to be in the house watching movies. I know he's got a 10-year deal with Marvel to be Kang the Conqueror. Well, people are trying to understand what has what people are looking at as a dirty, foul system, or what you would call industry. Hollywood is crazy. Everybody knows that. This is a woman who knows. From what we're hearing is that she had an altercation earlier on, that led to her having a breakdown with him. That she got into a dispute with another woman over Jonathan Majors. So basically, she thinks Jonathan Majors trying to bang this other chick, and she's upset about it. She gets mad. She gets all upset. She comes in there and starts going off with the other chick, right? She went to the hospital already. The injuries she had did not come from Johnathan Majors. He did not hit her. She's attacking him in the car. They have video footage of this. They have all of this evidence. She even wrote a letter recanting everything. This will not go to court. But this is what happened when you date women who don't understand how detrimental the overall picture is. You upset about who somebody laying the pipe to. Successful business women, that's like if Hillary Clinton going off hitting Bill when she found out about Monica Lewinsky, or she trying to put hands on Monica Lewinsky. You know, Hillary ain't gonna do that. She's gonna stand there like, no, I'm gonna keep my dignity. And why would she keep her dignity? Because she knows it's best for her not to react that way. The more she reacts that way, the worse it's going to be. She's hurt because obviously, if you could put the pieces of the puzzle together, she is a woman who is that he was sleeping with, and she found another chick that she thought that that he's hitting on the side, and she got mad, wanted to fight the girl. Now she want to fight him. You know, so now all of this has happened, and now she wants to call assault and all this because she was hysterical and crazy. Now she's calmed down, and now she wants to. She knows she did something wrong when she see how big this thing really got. You could destroy that man's career with these accusations and lies. No one could believe it because there's no way that man would put his hands on a woman or anybody or get in a situation like that knowing he has all that at stake. You would have to literally be insane or stupid to do something like that. And to, what's his name? Uncle Crack, who wanted to talk about my sister's room. Why? I have no idea. I don't even know why the camera is this bad. I can't use my HD camera for some reason. It's messed up. I gotta get this thing fixed when I get home. But this thing's been acting up since I've been here. I don't know why, but for some reason the audio isn't working. So I just said F it, threw it to the side, and here we are. But Uncle Crack, my sister's bedroom is probably bigger than your house. Okay. This is like my sister's room. So this is the room she used to live in. She got her own place now. So she don't even live here. So while I'm staying here, I stay here in my sister's home. Well, my sister's room. But this is the family's house. Now, it is needless to say, I don't need to say that the house is immaculate. and is way bigger and better than anything you got, Uncle Crack. So let me tell you this. While you are taking vacations and trips, depending on other men to take care of you, I'll be sitting here lounging it up. Is this enough space for you, Uncle Crack? Fools. We try to tell them, but they don't understand anything. Now, because everyone is sleeping at this time, I don't disturb other people in the home. But there's many rooms in this house that I could go through. Capiche? Capiche. Now that we've survived that hurdle, let's get more into it. Johnathan Majors is someone that we look at and we see the standards. We see someone who resembles the people that not only that we like, but we tolerate because we understand the movement. We understand this is a bigger picture than just this case. Now, no matter what he does, somebody's gonna bring up the incident that he just had. They're not gonna bring up the woman was lying, the woman was scorned, the woman made this up, he was cleared of all charges. They're not gonna see that. That's gonna be on page 37. The front page story was he was arrested for strangulation and all of that. The fact that it was false will be on page 37. You see what I'm saying? And it always seemed to happen with people of color. But how quickly people jump to ban, they jump to pull ads immediately. Oh, we got to pull support right away. I mean, the story ain't even 24 hours old, and the army has already pulled the plug on the videos. I'm like, you're not even I mean, this ad was on 24/7. That Army ad with Johnathan Majors was on every second. I'm not even going to joke. Throughout the entire NCAA, throughout every basketball game, that Army commercial came on I don't know how many times. Hell, I thought I was joining the Army. That's how much that Army commercial was on. What's up, Nicole B? So I know the situation. I know how it was played out. I know how everything was laid out to look. So this is what we're talking about, the double standard. You see, you got Ezra Miller. They want to put all his accusations and everything on page 37 to start. Then they come up with all these beautiful cover stories for him to try to say all these things is all blown out of proportion and they want to make it all go away. And they're not tar and feathering Ezra Miller. They're protecting him because The Flash is $1 billion project. It's billions of dollars attached to that Flash character. And this guy was an idiot. But then he says, oh, well, I identify as non-binary, gender non-binary or whatever that means. So now, thus that's supposed to say, oh, well, now he gets therapy, but he still gets to be the Flash. So if he can keep his job, why anybody worried about Johnathan Majors? This guy had assaulted people, choked people at weddings. He had like 3, 4, 5 different assaults. They got him on tape doing stuff. So it's totally nuts. He knows the woman. I don't think he's going to press charges on her because he knows her and he don't want to have this thing continuously going on and on with this woman. But I would not have anything to do with this woman no more. She couldn't be around me anymore. Just for what she did. I don't care about her recanting everything in a written letter. The state of New York is a whole different beast. They want to charge him. They want to embarrass a black man. They love that. So you have to take that into fact and consideration at all costs. That is not an even scale. Because what's so unfair about it is that they get to say Johnathan Majors and drag his name through the mud. But there's no mention, I mean, zero mention of her name or nothing. She's just a 30-year-old woman. You see? You see how that's screwed up? You see how that makes no sense? And this isn't just me. Now on the Patreon, we just put out a whole thing about Leah Thomas and what ESPN just did. So now that's on there. We got the killing of Michael Jackson Part 5. You got the early preview of a Wu-Tang story with Inspector Deck and Ghost and how that story screwed things up. And it kind of played out in the series so far. Jay-Z and Beyonce get into a fight with each other at dinner. Patreon only, baby. Patreon only. You know who talked about it? Nobody. Nobody spoke on it. Nobody said nothing but us. Go figure, right? Go figure. We showed you about how people's lives are being taken by eye drops. That's on the Patreon. So for somebody that sat there and said that we don't talk about stuff on the Patreon, who are the Hebrew Israelites? Told by another man who had his theory about Hebrew Israelites. Very interesting. Very interesting. You should check that out. So that's how I feel about that. Anybody try to talk about the Patreon like I was sleeping because I was on vacation? No, quite, quite the wrong story. Oh, Amazon laying off employees. Oh, it's all coming to a head. Biden's talking about his full commitments on the Silicon Bank Valley and everything. We have been talking about more things in here. Home Depot jobs from home. We gave out free jobs for people. You can work from Home Depot, no phone jobs. You get to work from home. They're hiring all shifts right now. And you can go on the Patreon and don't even have to pay to get that information. We make a lot of information public so that people could listen and hear about it and get interested to come along and get them better information. But how could someone say we haven't helped? That doesn't make any sense, people. To show you how people just be talking loud, saying nothing. We out here saving lives, giving jobs all this month. That ain't worth your money. All these fools are doing is trying to make mockeries out of people instead of helping them. Well, our problem is we're stuck in this coup de grace. And in this coup de grace, what they call the coup de grace, we have all these people with all these answers in this direction that we're supposed to follow. But yet, we don't see any. We don't see any direction. We don't see any intelligence. We don't see anybody who's really taken the first step into trying to better anything. It's all a smear campaign. Yeah, it's late, so I can't walk all throughout my parents' house. But to say for that stupid idiot, that crackhead who want to talk and act like people are broke. If I'm broke, you have told 3 jokes. Me, mom, dad. Keep the change. Their watch is platinum. Mine is champagne. No. We are a standard of excellence here. Everybody gets their own. That's just how we roll. Yeah, it's my sister's room. Her everything. So I just hijacked her room. I was in the other room, but I came in here. I like this mattress better. So Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here and get some more work done on the Patreon that they claim I'm not doing for some reason. You know, but ask that crackhead, since he's doing so well and making so much, why are you still living in the same bummy house? Make sense yet?